so we want to do number 19 and 9.2. So we got some scary garbage. What do we start with? Yeah, try to find something easy to start with. Jeez, man. What do you want to do?
Let's implement that new thing we learned. C minus
Yeah, we want to implement the new thing. Okay, so right here we might see common c minus y's. And so we can factor a c minus y out. And what are we left with up there once we pull a c minus y?
7 minus A.
7 minus a. Okay, let's see. How about the bottom?
Wow.
Oh yeah, I probably should AC method that thing. Let me leave that spot blank for a second. Can I factor anything out of those two? The right hand side? A 2c minus 5y over c minus y? Nah, so I'm going to write it down again. 2c minus 5y over c minus y. Oh, and now I'll be able to cancel something, right?
Yeah.
Do I do that now or do I AC factor first?
AC factor first.
I would advise for the AC factor first, just because I'm going to forget that I was supposed to cancel it later. All right, maybe that didn't make any sense. So I'm going to run AC method on what? What was it doing?
2c squared minus 7cy plus 5y squared.
Okay, 2c squared minus 7cy
Plus 5y squared.
plus 5y squared. Okay, so I'm looking for two numbers, right? Two numbers with multiply to 10 and add to
Negative
7.
Minus 7.
Don't care.
Okay.
So I have to remember they could add or subtract, right? And I'm looking for minus 7, which, yeah, makes a difference. Let's see. So
5 and 2.
5 and 2, negative on both seems to fit the bill. So then I'm going to replace my negative 7, right, with minus 2cy and a minus 5cy, right? You guys see that? This piece here really is that thing. Let's cool that. And then there's a plus 5y squared. Why did I pick that order as opposed to the 5 and the 2? You guys see that? I get to pick that order. I chose to put the 2's together and the 5's together. Why? Yeah, because I'm going to factor by grouping, and it's easiest if the 2's are together and the 5's are together, right? If you put them in the other way, it works, but it's more annoying.
Yeah.
It's probably easiest for you guys to put them in together, right? So out of these guys, what can I factor?
2C.
2c. What am I left with?
C
C minus y. Very nice. And out of these guys, what can I factor?
5y.
Yeah, I'd go for a negative 5y. What are you left with?
C minus y.
C minus y. Some of you probably would get C plus y on your own doing that,
I would,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
So how do you check?
Factor.
Multiply it back out. How do you know that you've made a little bit of a flub? On the AC method, you should get the same thing here and here, right? If they're different, you should go back and check for whether you flubbed up in the AC method. So whether you put in the wrong numbers here, or whether you factored a little bit dorkily. Cool? So the AC method should have this thing and this thing should be the same. And then what are we going to run? What do you do now? Yeah, factor a c minus y out. The same way we did right here.
Right.
You guys see that? This is set up a little bit like an AC factor. So I factor a c minus y out. And what am I left with? 2c minus 5y. And so I take this information and I put it
Give back to 2D equation.
back in the bottom over here. So I've got a I've got a c minus y times a 2c minus 5y. Okay, now I should start canceling. Okay. So onesies.
Yep.
So there's a multiplication by 1. And then there's another one there. That's it?
Yep.
Yeah? You guys aren't going to cancel the other c minus y?
No, that's it's not. They're on the same. What you call it? Yeah.
Okay, keep in mind, yeah, this is because I used these two up, right? And so there's nothing for me to cancel that against, right? Okay. And none of you are going to do that.
No.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm left with what on the top? Good, it's 7 minus a. And what am I left with on the bottom? C minus y. Very nice. Bam, done.
I got that too, but it's like
And the book comes up with a minus 7 over y minus c. Right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
They're the same thing, they're just backwards.
Close. They're the same thing, they're just backwards as
multiplied by -1.
multiplied by -1
Why?
twice. Once on top and once on the bottom. So the thing you might think from here to there, right, is multiply by -1 over -1. I don't know why they chose to do that. But these are the same thing, so they're not wrong. I'm not sure. They end up with what I get reversed sometimes. And I suspect it's a thing that they have about writing variables in some order. Like,
Why would the y come
What the?
I don't know. It doesn't matter in particular. But we should recognize that they're the same. It's cool?
Yep.
So if they're off by something, right, usually it's going to be multiplication by 1. Especially if it's just sign switching. Cool?